So today, July 24th, 2008, Obama went to Germany and spoke before 200,000 people in Berlin. Then he went to Iraq and he went to Palestine and Israel. He also went to Afghanistan before that on this date. And July 24th significant to me because 2011, July 24th, my uncle, who was like my brother, was 30 years old, was killed, and he was taken from us. And I just every year this time it's significant to me. And my birthday is next week on Wednesday on the 31st. I'll be 37 years old. Happy birthday to me and happy birthday to my little cousin. Her birthday, Jenna, her birthday was last week on Wednesday. So every year, now that she's born, she's been here for about 12 years now. Her birthday comes, and then the next week is the anniversary of my uncle, and then the next week is my birthday. So I've been talking about Kamala Harris. I've been talking about Israel a little bit. I don't know Kamala Harris's faith. I don't know what she believes in. I know that she believes in money. I know that she believes in A.I.P.A.C. I know that her boss admitted to being a Zionist. I've heard that she asked for a ceasefire. I did not know that before. I also learned recently that she visited the United States-Mexico border back in June. I'm not a Republican. I'm not using Republican talking points. I am a moral person who knows that it's Wednesday, July 24th, and Benjamin Netanyahu, who has behaved criminally with the help of the criminal United States government. I know that Kamala Harris is a part of that criminal enterprise, and I heard everything that she said about Donald Trump being a fraudster and a perpetrator and her knowing his kind. I believe that she knows his kind. I believe that the political infrastructure and the puppets, people who are doing this work are the same. I mentioned Obama, it being the anniversary of him going to Germany and to the Middle East. Obama hasn't endorsed Kamala yet, but he will. They serve the same master. That master is money. They serve their donors. They serve the people who said that Joe Biden couldn't run, that they wouldn't continue to give money if he's still on the ticket. And I agree with him not being on the ticket. But those words that she said, fraudster and perpetrator, you can tell a lot about what people don't say. You can hear a lot of echoes. Felon. She didn't say felon. She doesn't say nigger. I don't know if she does in private. Joe Biden said when she came to Delaware pretty recently and spoke in front of a room of cheering people, that he was on the phone because he has COVID. He said that the name on the tickets changed, but the mission hasn't. What is the mission? The mission isn't to free people. The mission isn't to make sure everybody has the same rights. It's not to make sure that everybody has the same opportunities. It's not the, maybe that is that the mission. So that everybody has what the elite, what the overseer, what those that would call other folks by names has. We can't get used to the conditions that we're in, that we feel are right. A frog hopping around, ribbit, frog. A frog, if you put it in boiling water, if you put it in hot water, it's going to jump out. It's not going to stay in that boiling pot. But if you put the frog in lukewarm or cold water, it's going to be comfortable. And if you gradually heat that water up, the frog will cook. The frog will get used to that water as it is, and the frog will die. We can't get used to these conditions that hurt us, that harm us, that we're comfortable in. That party that Kamala Harris had here, that party that she had in Wisconsin pretty recently, that party that she's going to have in Indiana pretty soon and everywhere else, that party that she had down at the border when she went back in June. We can't get used to these conditions. All the money that's coming from A.I.P.A.C, this PAC, this American Israeli PAC, and these billions of dollars that folks had to contribute to her campaign. The $100 million, $200 million, that's nothing. The mission is only winning. Joe Biden said the name at the top of the ticket might have changed, but the mission hasn't. That is the mission. They worship money. They don't worship anything moral. Their appetite is their stomach. Their God is their stomach. What they want, not what they need, is all that matters to them. All the people, the innocent victims, the women, the children, all of our people around this entire planet who are subject to industry and to the money-making profiteers, the environmental devastation that is directly tied to the military-industrial complex, the Pentagon that puts out all of these emissions, all the carbon, all the carcinogens in the world that we have because of all the tanks, all the Hummers, all the ships, all the planes, all that's connected, and we've gotten too used to it. We have a society of turtles, people that go into their shell and think that it's comfortable here, I'm protected here. But if you're in your shell, and that shell is in boiling water, you're dying now. But you don't realize it because you're comfortable in your shell. We gotta hop out of this water. We gotta get out of this heat. It's gotta be something that we don't get used to, that we don't allow. And when you talk about the conditions of confinement for the rest of your life, it's not okay. We had to decarcerate America and decarcerate the planet, including Israel.